Now, I know many of you asked if this would be recorded. You all see me do, you just saw me do that, right? Now, sometimes it does that, and we haven't figured out. I've talked to the Zoom people, I've talked to everybody.
Okay.
Sometimes it's not recording. I don't know, like it's saying it is, and we go to get it. I'm doing all the things right, but it's not doing it. Okay, sorry. I got a whole bunch more people trying to get in. They must be having issues too. So let me let them in real quick, okay? Because I think some people are getting bumped out and then coming back. Make sure they're in. Yeah, it's so bizarre. I don't know. They'll just have to figure it out. I'm sure I can't be the only one in the Zoom world having that issue, but I could
Hi,
be.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
It's Eva. Yeah, I did throw me out like 3 times. Like it's hard to get in, and then it'll just bump us out again.
Yep. Yeah. Donna, I don't know if you can record it for me. I mean, I guess you could put your phone up and record it. So I've been clicking record. Anytime y'all just saw that, right? You got the message. Everybody got the message, right? This will be recorded. Okay. Well, y'all know I tried my darndest then. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start. I'm a little ADD, so I'm trying to let everybody in real quick. Because like Eva said, it keeps bumping people out. Oh, look at Lisa's picture there. I like that. That's fun. Okay, I'm gonna give her. Yeah, it shows it's recording. That's what's happened a few times. And then we go and it's not there. And the Zoom people, like their IT team, is trying to find some of our recordings. Because even when I post it thinking it is, it's not. So whatever. They're figuring out. It's not user error on that. That's them. This is their issues. They're gonna find him and give him for them. I mean, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna start. Today I am training all you amazing women. I'm Jennifer Enloe. I've been in Mary Kay for, well, this November will be 25 years. I have done National Court of Sharing 16 times. And so I want to share a little bit about that because everyone, when I say it, one, thank you. Thank you to everybody who reached out to me and asked me to share with you today. I mean, I've been getting a lot of requests for it. I don't know. I just think you want to hear from other people, right? So if this is your first Lunch and Learn, welcome. We do have a Lunch and Learn Facebook page. Um, I post it on the groups I'm part of in Voxer and Facebook, right? I created a Lunch and Learn's Facebook page that you can go. Now listen to me. YouTube is just my name. Find the recording because we'll take this Zoom, we'll put it on YouTube. Okay. And then, so if you don't have social media, you don't have to worry about that. Or Voxer, you can literally find it on YouTube. All right. And, or if you like them in all spots, you can then go to, sorry, you can go to, sorry, more people coming in. The Lunch and Learn Facebook page. Now, here's the thing. People start getting on that Lunch and Learn. I'm not ignoring anybody's comments on the Lunch and Learn page. You all, I fought for a long time not to even create that. But if it was a past one, we've been doing this, I don't know, almost maybe 3 years. There might be some past ones that, girl, don't ask me where that handout is. So since I've been putting it on that Facebook landing page for that, if that speaker had something, it's usually in the comments under her video. I just want to do a little housekeeping on that so you can find, because a lot of people say, Jen, where is this? Where is this? And if you look in the comments or you scroll up or down in that group, you will find it. Just remember, sometimes people are commenting on videos, so it moves them, right? Up and down all around Facebook. There's no way to stop that. Or just search in there. If it's something special, just search it and it'll help you find it. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do things a little different today. I'm going to share some things that I have found in 25 years and doing the National Court of Sharing, what works, so maybe do's and don'ts, probably more do's than anything for many of you, but I am going to open up for Q&A because I've gotten so many requests to do this. They're like, you're the master recruiter. And honestly, friends, I don't think I'm the master recruiter. I'm systematic. My recruiting happens because I'm very systematic. So it just happens, right? It's not just law of numbers. Am I intentional? Absolutely. Do I have a goal set of what I want to do? Absolutely. Someone said, have you ever been queen? I'm like, I can honestly say I've never truly started my seminar year and said I want to be queen of sharing. I do national court of recruiting now. My first couple years, I really had to work for it. I won't lie to you. It just happens usually by December now because I'm that systematic. What I have in place, I always joke with my friends in our little area 309 that I could probably be dead for months before anybody would ever know. Because there are so many things that go and happen systematically in this office that would continue to happen. I mean, if I croaked right now, my girls would have stuff for the next 3, 4 weeks because it's scheduled, it's intentional, right? So, what I do every year is I do set the goal to do national quota sharing. Is it a non-negotiable for me, friends? I do triple court. My necklace is loaded. I probably should put that on today. It's loaded down. And here's why. Well, I do love the diamond necklace. I'm not going to lie about that. But when you're selling, it's book, sell, book, share. There is no such thing as a recruiting situation. I don't believe in them. I don't. Because if you've done your job as her consultant and you've layered her, you've done full circle with your customer, that means you've shared with her. And there are some things you need to do in sharing that would lock in. Why I say there should be an issue? Because something I tell my girls, if they don't want to do Mary Kay, I'll say, Debbie, I know it's not for you right now, but if I ever went to an event and I saw you standing there because I didn't ask later in life and you joined somebody else's team, I would be devastated. Now, if you choose on the road, I'm not your cup of tea and you want to do Mary Kay and I'm not your girl, and I don't know, you had your daughter start and then you want, just tell me, can we make that verbal agreement? Because I would still want to cheer you on in your Mary Kay journey. Guess who doesn't have recruiting situations? And guess what? She said, you would? I said, well, because here's the thing. I want to ask you, but I don't want to seem pushy. My biggest fear is seeming pushy to you. And they'll usually laugh, ladies. They'll laugh at you. So can we just make an agreement that if you ever want more information or you're a little curious, maybe not sure yet, or maybe someone in your family started and you think you want to join their team, whatever, if you'll just tell me. The same thing you would do for sales, friends. You would do that for sales, right? Because when that is Debbie, per se, goes to her other friend's party that has a different Mary Kay lady, and that Mary Kay lady is amped, man. She came from seminar. She's earning that car. She's going all the way. She's doing the darn thing, right? And she's like, oh, it's not that it's new information. She heard the same info from you as over here, right? It's that excitement of that girl is getting her fired up. And all
Baby,
she
you
said
gotta
is,
stop.
I need so many people to finish my car or finish, directorship or whatever. And what do we want to do as women? We want to help people. So Debbie could sit there and say, well, I'll do it because I've already sold her on it over here, right? I've already sold her over here years ago. If I didn't have that verbal commitment, or she will remember that. She would say, well, I'll do it for you, right? Because maybe her time has changed. Maybe she's ready now. Does that make sense? And then she doesn't even tell that girl that she has a Jenny Enloe over here. She just tells that girl, oh, she's like, yeah, I'm walking out of this party with a new team member. And they just get rolling. And then I see Debbie at seminar. And I'm like, what in the Harry Dickens just happened? So what I put in effect a long time ago is that conversation. When you share, girls, it's not magical what I'm sharing. Sorry, I gotta turn this off. This thing is going nutsos. I'm not sharing something magical that you're not sharing. It is a conversation. Everyone's like, you're a master recruiter. I do, because I'm doing full circle with my customer. Every single one of my customers is an opportunity. There's not one that has not heard of the information. It may not be for them, but you know what? I am not qualified to make an executive decision on their life. Who am I to get to decide if they want a backup plan or they just need to save money this year? It's $12,000 more to live this year than last year. So maybe they need to save money now, but I don't get to make that decision. My job that Mary Kay asked us to do was not just sell her product. Mary Kay said, share it and spread the word. I got the privilege of spending time with Rena Tarbett before I did national quota sharing. I was sick with cancer. She was going through it. So she called me, my national Carrie Beskar had her call me. We're having a conversation. And I said, what was your goal? I'm like, well, I wanted to do national quota sharing this year because, that was a fear and I wanted to start doing that. And so she said, why don't you? We were kind of talking about stuff and I was getting all this. She said, selfish. I'd say, I don't want to be pushed selfish. I see someone, she's like selfish. And I was like, ooh, because I don't find myself to be a selfish person. But I mean, when Rena Tarbett spoke, you listened. There was no back talk. There was no, oh, I think I have a better solution. No, you did not have a better solution. She was all knowing. You just zipped it. Okay. And I said, huh, I don't find it. She goes, yes, it is. You, okay. Why don't you want to ask her? Well, because I think she see, you think. You don't know. You're prejudging her. Well, I don't want to be pushy. That's pretty selfish because now all you're doing is thinking about you. Everything I gave her, she made me realize it's not your job. See, I learned years ago, I thought what we really sell, girls, is we sell options and choices. We have the number one product. The company makes sure of that. We don't got to stress about that. Amen, right? Put it on, take it off. Either breaks them out or it works. It's not rocket science over here. That's how we do it. But we also sell choices. They get a choice in a better foundation. They get a choice in something in a career that could change their life forever. I am so grateful that the girl who brought me in, trust me, I was the diamond in the rough. I promise you that. I was a trainer. I don't know what she saw me at all. But thank God she unselfishly gave me the info. Because if you looked at me on the outside, you would have thought my whole life was perfect. I didn't need anything. We do not know what they need. It is not my job to know what they need. It's my job to let them have an option and a choice. So none of you can recruit any of my customers. I would eat a bottle of cleanser if one of you could, because it won't happen. And it's because I've done it. I'm strategic. So I'm going to give you some things that you need to be doing for that. And then we'll open up for questions and answers. The one thing I will tell you too that I really reflected on this year, I've had an amazing, unbelievable year, and not in a good way. I'm being very sarcastic. Okay. Personal life, whatever, health, it has not been Jen's year. But I did triple court. Not because I'm magical, not because Jen's so strong, not because Jen knows anything great. I have nothing better than any of you all have. Okay. I'm probably more of a mess. But what I have is systems. And I've done it so many times. Wouldn't that be amazing to do national court of sales and sharing and double court every year? If that's all your goal was, just off what business you've created. And every year I can tell the same story. Some of my team members are from people I shared with 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 years ago. Okay. So I want you to think about that. There's nothing magical about me. But one thing I did discover is, you know what I really think we give people and what we sell per se is happiness. I change it from, selling the product or selling the opportunity to, we get to give people choices. And I've believed that for years. And then I really thought about it. And I thought, no, we don't. It's happiness. Some people are going to come in, they're already happy. They have everything rocking in the world, but they want to be part of a company that gives back to society. They want to be part of this happy group because they think they're happy can bring more happy, right? What we become around, what we're around is what we become. And so that's what they want to be part of. Sometimes the extra $100 brings them happiness because they're not stressed about buying groceries or paying the electric bill. Maybe we give them happiness in the fact that they're more confident, better self-esteem, a community to back them up. So if they're in a dangerous situation at home, they have a backup to leave. Sometimes the backup is their happiness. Because when you use the potential things that this company can provide in your whole world, everything relieves what? Stressors. And they're all choices. And yes, technically we're selling something, I guess. But I'm not selling it because I believe it. I bought all in years ago. I've proven to myself over and over that if I don't have 2 nickels rubbed together and the kids need $250 soccer cleats, I can do it. Because my JOB, I can't go ask them, right? I can't say, hey, I'm really cute today. I need an extra $500. So I'm like, sorry about your bad luck, friend. I don't think you're that cute. You're not getting that today. So, but I was really thinking about that this year and all the misery, all the crazy. I'm like, man, this is happy. This world is happy. And there are so many people who don't have it at all. They're not happy in any aspect of their life, even if everything's going great. Can you imagine that? My whole world was crazy last year, crumbled down around me. I was still happy. And I thought, man, what this company really gives women is happiness. And it's going to look different for everybody. So you have to start with that. You have to go all in, believe. Now, this is some things you got to do. If I reached out to you right now and I said, I think I want to do Mary Kay, can you shoot me over some information and let me know, email. Now here, so why I'm asking you that. If someone came to me right now and said, Jenny, I have a girlfriend in town right now and we can do a glamour appointment at 4 o'clock for skincare. My bags are packed and ready to roll. So now, do I believe don't do anything until everything's perfectly planned? Absolutely not. That's crazy talk. What I do believe is preparing yourself for ultimate success in your goals and your intentional desires in work. So now I'm back in the day, we're back in the day, you would go to a party, it's old school, but you know what? Here's the other party back up to that. Me and my best friend were talking about some things and I was like, I don't know what, some things I quit doing, and have you ever been in a routine and a system and maybe getting all these sales and then something happens, all of a sudden you're not having all the bookings and reorders, like something changed, I got to, and then you start adding that thing back in again and then boom, you're on fire. Okay, same thing. I am tangible. So when I was taught, we didn't have all this digital stuff and technology. Some of you technology girls are like, I'm not doing any of what you just said because girl, I can do it all I don't care how you do it. I don't care if it's digital, in your hands, whatever, but I will tell you this. You should have a folder in your photos that says sharing opportunity. And anything that ever comes across text or Boxer or whatever, I save it and then I add it to that album. So I don't have to think and search through. Y'all can admit you have like 5,000 photos on your phone. Let's just be honest about it. I don't have to search through them. It's in that category. So if anybody called me right now and said, Jen, I want to know the brass tacks, the information about Mary Kay so I can make a decision right now, I could send all those graphics over via text if they prefer that. I also have my agreement link saved. All of you probably should send your director your agreement link in case you ever talk to somebody for you. Then they can sign up with you, right? If you don't know where that is, if you go on Mary Kay and Touch, it's going to be on the left. Mine's on the left-hand side. They have those little bubbles of things, It's going to be down and say personal agreement link. Save it. Put it in the notes of your phone. So she's like, I'm in. Copy, paste. No, I got to get home. I got to do this. But we're going to lose her by then. Anyone I share the information with, I automatically follow up with Mary Kay information, either a video, well, usually all three, graphic, and my agreement link. And some of you are like, why do you send a link? Because girl, she might be up at midnight and she might say, I'm going to look at this thing again. And she just keeps thinking about it. She can just sign up right there. She doesn't have to wait till the next day that then her husband woke up cranky and he convinced her not to do it. So whenever because most women will look through that information when their head can wrap around it and when they're ready to go. They don't have to sign up. I said, girl, I just send this just in case because I know we all have busy lives. No obligation to anything. I just want you to have everything. And some people want to look through the agreement. They want to know what the contract is. Your C personalities want to know. Dotted line what it is. Okay. And I don't want them to think, I know you trust me, but just in case you don't, here's everything. And they usually say, I don't trust you. Absolutely. I mean, well, here it is in black and white. Everything I have in my phone, I have in my email saved. That some people prefer emailed, so I email it. I have physical packets in my beautiful hands all the time. They're in my car. And girls, Erin Marlowe has some. You can create your own. I usually look at everybody's, but I'm just sometimes specific in things that I want. It doesn't have someone like, it's killing trees, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Some of you need stuff. You want to know why I need it in my hand? It was how I trained myself 25 years ago. We would go to the party and we would give people a PMS bag. Okay, it was popcorn, movie, and a survey. And so there was a bag. Lily said pop. We had snacks in there, whatever, candy, whatever you want. Girls, I started redoing those. People think it's amazing because you want to know what people really have gone back to, some of the old school ways. Like our customers appreciate that now because what's everything on? Zoom, digital, blah, blah, blah. And just like that, I hate trying to go people's websites on my phone. I hate it, hate it, hate it. I'll email myself and put on my bigger, because I'm old. I need bigger things. And I'll look at it that way. All right, hand me a piece of paper. Some people, just the same reason you mail a lookbook, right? Some people want to physically look through the book. So we used to have those packets back in the day. You do a party, and your goal was at least get rid of 2 of those bags. And then you set a time, because it was like Discover More or all different kinds of videos and stuff. They were videos or CDs, and you put them in the bag. And back in the day, you would meet with them and pick them back up, right? So here's what I do if it's tangible. I always have what I consider my sharing packet. It's information. Can they still get stuff digitally too? Also, absolutely. I can send it all 3 ways. I don't care how they want it, but I am prepared. If any of you said, Jenny, I want to sign up right now, I can send you my link. I said, do you want stuff via email or text? Or do you want me to drive over and give you some? Because girls, you can drive right over and put your agreement link up and she can sign right up, right? Then I just give her a new consult packet, but I am prepared. I ordered 24 Mary Kay logo pens every year, minimum. You want to know why? Because you want 24 qualified recruits. It's your responsibility to give your new team member her Mary Kay logo pen, not your director. That is the recruiter's responsibility. She will give her the enhancers as she moves up. I'm physical, I'm tangible. I got to touch it. So if I have 24 pens here, my goal is to get rid of them, right? They will get qualified because, well, I mean, that's not rocket science. That's the easiest thing in the world. Don't even worry about that. That's a different training. But it's only 600 the whole year. They'll get qualified. Don't worry about that. But you get them in, give them their pen, get them excited, plug them into the meet, right? Do you see how everything is? I am organized, and I've done the preparations to be successful. I am intentional because of clockwork. Every facial, I'll book a facial, then what do? We book their next appointment. I either, again, physically or digitally, give her what she needs. That I'm having her listen to the opportunity until I see her next. So now, if someone does that, if I'm at a party, I still do it. I've done it for years. I didn't realize I was like, it's not that I'm saying anything great. I just, you see what I'm doing? It is a little bit of law of numbers, girl. It's not, magical, it's mathematical. I'm sharing with everybody. So I don't know. Now, have I ever been like, girl, I want you. What I got to do to get you? Absolutely. Have I had those conversations a million times? Sometimes like, girl, I know you're never something you'd never do in a million years, but I appreciate and I so admire you. And it would be an honor for me if you just give me your feedback and your opinion. I respect you dearly. Great. When we meet up, I'm gonna buy you coffee, drink, cookie, whatever you do. At that appointment, when I follow up I don't have to give her there's not a video in there anymore, girls. They don't make those anymore. I literally just digitally do that. But I put some like bath bombs, candy, whatever. She's gonna give me her survey because I keep all the surveys. So I have so when I share the opportunity, I still have a sharing the opportunity notebook. I have weekly accomplishment sheets in here, pictures of my family, my goals, and applause magazine. You don't need all that other fluff. You know what you need to recruit somebody's weekly accomplishment sheet. And not just yours, get your friends, get a top directors, get whoever. But when I sit with her, I grab that and I put it in here. I only take it out if she's recruited. So when I sit down with somebody, again, I'm tangible, right? So when I stopped doing that, it wasn't as easy for me. I had to work a little bit harder. But I have everything. So I sit down with her. I have this book to show her anything she has questions about, right? And it's what makes sense to me. So it's whatever you need in that book is what makes sense for you. You guys set up that way. But I buy her coffee or whatever. At that appointment, if she does not do Mary Kay, I book her for a party. I said, then girl, I gotta get you a way to get a bunch of free product for doing this for me. So I let her do that. Oh, here, I'm gonna grab that. So here's what I do with it. When we meet up, she is part of my coupon club. So I know many of you have heard about that it's like January through December. I send them a message every month and it has a discount every month. So anyone who doesn't sign up, but took the time to do that with me, right? I said, great. So today, do you want stuff free or do you want something half off? And she'll say free. So I said, okay, girls, she's not going to do Mary Kay. This is how you can get free stuff. My goal is to set her up for a party and she could shop that whole party for as much or little she wants at half off. Because she's not, right? She can do that. But I'm going to give her freebies, right? She can still earn her free stuff. And anything else she can do half off. And, or you could just say, today you get to pick one item half off, whatever you prefer to do, right? But I said, you also get coupon club, friend. So every month, no obligation, I run a different perk for you girls who did this for me because you took time to give me your opinion. And I appreciate you dearly. How I get my team members is one, I've just bought her coffee. Now she has a whole year of savings. I showed her where she can get free stuff and a whole half off order. And she didn't feel pressure to do Mary Kay. But I say this, all of that I just gave you for helping me because I love you so much. Guess where she's not going? To recruit with anybody else, right? I've locked her in as my customer no matter what, if there was ever a question. The other thing I say, but the biggest deal, always know, would be to sign up and get it half off. And have a backup plan. I don't know, we may have a COVID again someday. I don't know. That's the wildest thing I ever went through. So you have a backup plan if you ever need it. I end with that. End of conversation. Okay? But I'm prepped. So could I reach out to you and say, I'm ready to sign with Mary Kay and I don't know what inventory I need. I know you talked about that at one point, but do you have that information? Have you ordered that stuff through Mary Kay? On InTouch, the videos, someone was like, where do you get your videos? InTouch. The pamphlets, like paper things, my graphics or InTouches. If you go team building, those, I print them out if they want them. And then I have a sharing notebook. Those are in it, right? But if you don't want a notebook, you just want some things to give them that. It's on Mary Kay's. It's literally their stuff. Because then guess what doesn't confuse them? When they join Mary Kay and they're on InTouch, everything kind of matches, right? Does that make sense? So it's not so many things like, oh my gosh, that's too much to learn. When you do that and you order, I encourage all of you to create your graphics, have them in your phone, and you share with anybody. Because here's the thing, I am painting this world pink. We are going to have a top unit and I will be queen. Do you want your customer meeting me at her friend's party? If I talk to your customer, would she do Mary Kay? And if your question is, crap, I don't know. If your answer is like, then I would say you set an appointment with her and you talk to her. And there's going to be those people that I'm like, I don't know if she'd ever do it or not, but I want her. And I've told some girls that what you see is what you get in Jenny Enloe world. Okay. I don't hide nothing. If my mouth doesn't say it, my face will. So people always know. But that's one thing that Carrie Buskirk taught me years ago. We used to have our profiles in a box. And she walked by and, we all say, oh, we don't have anyone to join our team. We don't know anybody. Yeah, you do. Every single one of you is sitting on your red jacket. I don't care if your ink's still wet on your agreement. Your first three team members, the first 99% of the time, is 3 people you knew prior to Mary Kay. Ask anyone that got red jacket. They weren't newbies. Most of them are the people they already knew. They got excited for what? The red jacket. They got their friends in because they were what? Excited. People want to be part of something amazing. I mean, if you sound like Eeyore, she doesn't want to do anything with you. But if you are sitting there and you can go through all your customers, because Carrie did that one day. She picked one out and she goes, tell me about this gal. I told her, she said, well, have you shared with us? I said, oh no, I gave Carrie all the reasons she wouldn't do Mary Kay. That woman had never told me that a day in my life. Carrie called her right then. Guess what that lady wanted to do? Sign up with Mary Kay. And so we hung up and Carrie, I was so excited. She goes, well, is she my recruiter or yours? I was like, huh. That was the one and only time I had to learn that lesson. She said, this is happening with other companies if they go to a different kind of party, or if they're sitting at their friend that happens to have a different Mary Kay lady, right? That happens, right? That's not a big deal. This is happening. So if you can't honestly grab each one and say, if she met Carrie Buskirk, she's not signing up. Even if she met Carrie, not going to do it. She's that loyal to me. She wouldn't do it. She's that, unless you really know she's not that interested. That's the only way you get to say that. Because what if she meets me and all she hears is I say, we're going to talk, friend. Do you want to come with us? We are having a blast. And here's the brass tacks. Here's what you get. Here's what's in it for you. This is why I think you should do it. The only other magical thing I've learned is to listen in that conversation. I listen, they get the same info, but personality like me, if you talk about taxes all day, I wouldn't do it. You're not the personalities who need to hear that, right? They get the information, but I cater it around what they're asking and what they're communicating back to me. And then before they can have any objection, the thing that I do that's probably is pretty masterful. One, you'll never hear me do an interview the same. Everyone's like, it's got to be duplicatable. Show your weekly accomplishment sheet, duplicatable. Stop making everything that you got to read like Lilith off Cheers. I mean, that's kind of dating myself, but it shouldn't have to be like that. Make it yours, whatever that is. Practice, 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 practice. Okay. And because you're going to, but I can say, I think you should do it for this. You know how I said Mary Kay does blah, 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 blah. I just look at you and I think this would work. I tell them how it would benefit them before they could even give me the objection about it. I've done that. And then I let them ask questions. I have a list in my phone saved of questions that would like prep me of what to ask them at the end. If you, at the end of sharing the information, cannot tell your power partner, your director, why she'd be great at it, what her characteristics are, what she loves most, what's her favorite product, why she can't do it right now, what her next step is. If you can't tell her that, you didn't share the opportunity, friend. Because the point is to move you to the next thing, right? What do I do with her next? We're moving her along the line. So what should you do next with her, right? And if you can't do that, it wasn't a real share. You didn't close her. It'd be like you hand your best friend samples, but never ask her if she wants to buy anything. So she goes down the street to get the stuff because you made her fall in love with it. But you didn't close her. Does that make sense? And so I love that. I get to, at the end, I'm having a conversation. I want to know. And I love feedback. I said, just be gentle, but give me any feedback. And they always laugh and they're like, okay. And we move to the next thing. Because here's what's going to happen from that share. You just sold some product. You got a party booked. Now she's a talent scout for you. She's going to be telling everybody about Mary Kay and what your goal is. So now you have somebody else on the pavement sharing your goal and bringing you people. Sounds pretty easy, right? Or she's booked a party or she's signed up. There is no drawback to sharing that information with her. You have a more loyal customer and she's going to do one of those things. So I just say at the end, these are the next steps. What do you want to do? Boom, give her the options. Be honest, be genuine. Okay, that's what I got for you girls. It's worked for umpteen million years. I don't even have to blink. Usually by December, the 24 qualified are in. Just doing that system because I'm seeing the faces. I'm washing faces, right? We're still washing faces, friends. We're still selling that product. Okay, what questions does everybody have? If any.
Jenny, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you put in your sharing packet that you hand out?
Yeah, so we have a cheap little printing place. I don't do like the clear cover in the back. I just have it bound. It's a little nicer. The front page is the only page in color. Now I am revamping mine this week, and that's my to-do, my new consult packets, my share packets. But I have the stuff from the company, their team building. There's two different things, like a playlist, and it says like their brochure. Both those are in there. I have a picture. That's why I said it's new and being updated. That's why I can't physically show you. Is my family picture. Oh, thanks, Janae. I put the order, like $35 sign up, the 90, the 40, what it looks like. I have pictures of I always put in there the career level. You know how it has an image, and Mary Kay has one you can print off too, like going up the career advancement, and a couple weekly accomplishment sheets. So they're pretty things,
Okay.
I know there's going to be some more, and when I put it together, I'll post it.
Oh, awesome.
There's a couple different things I've been seeing, a couple different pages from Mara Marlowe to another gal's idea, and I just haven't decided. I don't want it to be too much. I just haven't decided what all I want in it for sure, and then I'm going to do that, and then I will.
Okay. Do you have any Do you have any favorite videos on In Touch? Because there's quite a few of them on there.
Yes. So also the It Just Fits videos, this is one little
Right.
thing you can do. If you have a social media group that's just for your customers, or even on your personal page, I do post those randomly throughout the month. So,
Okay.
people sometimes watch those different ones because I know they're different people are gonna hit different personalities, but it's kind of subliminally another layering tool, right? Um, I do. I have a whole actually, Patty, in our Area 309 new consultant group, I posted a whole bunch of different share videos.
Okay.
Janae actually gave me a couple too the other night that I can take those and post those. Janae's gonna be my next spinoff. And she the beautiful girl there in pink, the picture, she found some that she probably because she knows my personality well enough. She sent me like 4, and a couple of them are companies and some are other people's stories. There's so many out there, friends. It's insane. But if in doubt, have multiple, like I have multiple in my notes in my phone of what I did. I kind of put, if you're still just sit and watch them for 24, you could be there an eternity. Watch, usually they're only like 2-3 minutes, but I kind of put below them in parentheses, like this is a college student. So I kind of know, does that make sense? This was a teacher who hated her job, whatever, I put that below it. So then I would know when I'm talking to that person and her personality, I can kind of pick which video to give her.
Oh, cool. Good idea.
Because good Lord, I forget what everybody says in them. And I forget who has what. Now, one universal one, I will tell you right now, it is a little longer. It covers everything. I don't care what personality you are, is Amy Kemp. For years, that has been my favorite because it shows she did everything. It's a little longer, but I don't care what personality you are, she hits every personality in there.
And that's Kemp, K-E-M-P.
Yep.
Okay.
See,
Thank you.
I haven't looked at the company to see if it's still in there, but and a lot of them all got blocked because they were on this other, for years we had, and then you can't get them anymore. Like they had to block them because whatever, legal, whatever. So, is it Vimeo or things like that? They have that. Usually it's still a good video.
Hi, Jennifer. Can you tell me what's the purpose of you putting in your family picture into that photo?
I want them to know who I am. If I'm bringing them, okay, I collect pillows, blankets, baskets, and people. Okay, I just do. And if they're going to join my group, right, I want them to know who I am. Because here's the thing, friend. She may want to do Mary Kay, but what if I'm not her cup of tea? And that's okay, because I've learned a long time ago I'm champagne anyway. So if somebody wants to do it but doesn't want to do it with me, I'm really not that offended by it, right? I want people in Mary Kay, even if I'm not their best resource. So I know I'm not desperate enough to make someone just sign up with me, you know what I mean? Just to get the team member to hit the whatever next. But showing who I am and what I'm about. If she wants to sign up, I feel like they're part of my family. Like, one thing you all need to know about me, if I love you, I got you. And so I want them to know who I am, not just who Mary Kay is. I can tell them not just why Mary Kay be good for them, but the really big thing you have to remember is, why does Mary Kay need them? They need to know why. What is it that they have? Because I'm not selling them on Mary Kay. I'm telling them why we need them too. You know what I mean? And so I put my own family picture and stuff in there because I want them to know who, because I just met them at a party. They might not have that connection with me like the hostess yet. And I just say, here's my life. Here's who I am. And there's some pictures of, like my notebook has pictures of me earning some of my first diamonds and stuff. Because I want them to know I'm not another company that is just about numbers. Mary Kay is not multi-level or network marketing, friends. They are not just another face, another number to get my notch up there. I want them to know that Mary Kay is embedded throughout my whole life. They see a picture of Stella with the pink Cadillac, my grandbaby. They see us taking trips. They see my kids. They see all ages. They get to know that, oh, this wasn't just a get rich fast scheme. She's been, you know what I mean? Like her family, and that's just what's important to me, girl. I want them to know who I am. And I don't know, I kind of have my own brand, I guess. I don't know. still asked me the other day, she said, Mimi, shh, I know you're the real Barbie. You can tell me. I was like, God bless. I said, that's right, sis. It's real Barbie. I'm secretly in disguise. It cracks me up. But that made me laugh because I'm like, huh, she is so embedded in this world she doesn't even know. You know what I mean? Like it's just been part of her life. And it's important. I tell them, I don't make it up. I'm a mama, I'm a grandma. I'm all the things. Yes, I've earned these things, but let me show you what it's really done. It's bought me some groceries, friend. This trip was paid for by Mary Kay. You know, whatever it is. Kendall got to come home in a pink Cadillac. The boys drove it to prom. So I just think that's really important for them to know who I am. And I think they need to know who you are too, friends, if they're just meeting you. Oh, thanks, Jen. I know I love those little boys. I know I apparently collect kids too. I'll take everybody's babies too if you need it. I'm here for it. I love them. Danique was sending hers. She's like, girl, he's on the next plane. I love them. It's so fun. Any other questions? Did that help everybody today? I think I covered everything that people had reached out to me and asked questions about with sharing. I hope I did. It was long.
I have a question.
Yeah,
It's
go ahead.
Marlene.
Yeah.
On your flyers, you're just using the standard ones that the InTouch has, right? Those are the flyers you're using?
Yeah, and if
Mhm.
you go along and we have access to so much stuff.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'll get a wild hair. I'm like, oh, that's cute. I like that. I might use that, print some of those off. I'm not stuck to one thing all the time. I'll tell you that. I don't know.
Okay.
Sometimes somebody else creates something a little cuter with the same information. It's just cuter. I'm like, oh, I like that.
Mhm.
But yes, when in doubt, if you're like, I don't have access to all that, who cares? Go to the company. They're amazing. They really have done, girls, we didn't used to have that back in the day. Anyone's been here longer in a hot minute, what they do for us on InTouch and videos and all the things, we never had anything like that ever. We always had to spend all this money and create everything. I'm so grateful. I don't think anyone that comes in new has any idea financially what we have our hands on. It's a gold mine that we don't have to spend that on. It's phenomenal. All right, my friends. Well, I hope you have an amazing Thursday, amazing August. Now, listen to me. Everybody, every month should be sharing with at least 12 to 15 people. And here's what you say. I make it my policy that if I share the product, I've shared the business also. I know it's probably nothing you ever do in a million years, but I respect you. And if it's given her the video, or could I send you a video and you give me your feedback or fill out a survey or whatever you're doing, whatever your system is. Every week, do that with 2 to 3 people. Minimum. If you share the product, you might as well share the other. And they'll probably book a party for you. All right, my friends. I hope you have an amazing Thursday.
Thank you, Jen.
Yeah.
I mean, Jen.
Bye. Have an amazing day.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Good to meet your
Jennifer.
seminar.
Yes, I know that was so fun. I love meeting so many people. Some are like, let's just go to Jen. I'm like, oh, I loved it. I got so many hugs. It was
Yes.
phenomenal.
Thank you, Jenny. Have a wonderful day.
You
Bye.
too.